Lincoln Railer Basketball on 96.3 WLCN and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, Headline Salon, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Fifth Street Food Mart, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, The Carpet House, Rickham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln IGA, Lincoln College, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, St. Clair's Manor, Lincoln Park District, Grimaldi Law Office, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Stacy's Family Pharmacy, Lincoln Dare, Eaton Corporation, Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Lincoln Printers, Chicago Street Rentals, and by Four Corners Lube.
Eric Doyne, he's 6'2" and a junior, and Bryant Brown, 6'4" and a junior forward. So all juniors start for the Bulldogs from Waukegan, and 3 of them are Brown.
Railers in their home white with red lettering trimmed in green, green numerals trimmed in red. And Waukegan wins the opening tip in black uniforms with purple numbers and lettering trimmed in gold. Inside quickly the move, and will get the roll. And that is Eric Doyne, the 6'2" junior. And quickly they go inside, and a quick early basket for the Bulldogs. Titus Cannon picked up his dribble, needs some help, throws it across. Pass is thrown away. Was it last touch? Nope. One of the officials said it was tipped.
Tipped by the Bulldogs, but yeah, aggressive man-to-man. And you talked about what Coach Al had discussed with you was a tough man-to-man defense, a little like Lanphier. And I think these guys play a little bit more aggressive than Lanphier, and they're definitely bigger.
Yeah, that size makes it seem like it's just a little bit worse.
Well, they're 6'3" and 6'4", and these guys can have been in the weight room, and these guys can really, really move.
Isaiah fakes one way, goes the other, swings it off the glass, and good. Isaiah with a nice move to get the game tied at 2.
Yeah, nice move by Bowers, and just feel like there's a little more excitement in the gym tonight. You've got a good team coming in with some quickness and some speed and some size, and we got a good one here at Coach Neil Alexander Court.
Doyne on the right side to Jaden Brown. Brown on the right side to Doyne. Stolen away. They try to get it in the corner, trying to find Doyne, but Grunder was there for the interception. So the Railer turnover gets it back to Lincoln. Isaiah thinks about it, then he takes it, and he hits for 3.
Nice start for the senior. Bowers, as you said, your pick to click tonight after he had a bad, kind of a bad game from Isaiah Bowers standards the last time out for the Railers, but quick first 5 points by Bowers.
Tried to lob it inside. The pass actually hit the rim. Comes ahead quickly. Titus tried to get it ahead to Bacon, but quick hands from Jordan Brown with the steal in the lane. Floater, no good. Rebound, Brown gets his own rebound. He goes up, and he's going to the line shooting 2. And I'll tell you one thing, they get to the basket.
Yeah, they do, and they've got size and some speed too. You know, that's as physically imposing of a team we've seen, that the Railers have seen this year, I would say. I mean, just the size and the athleticism. They got long guys with long arms. You know, it's funny, you got 3 Browns on the team, all starting, all in the same age. You wonder if triplets or whatever, that's pretty kind of a cool thing to have as a parent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, three of your sons, all, hope maybe it is all their sons, but it would be if it is. They're all playing the same time.
Brown makes them both, and if you're a coach, you like it even better.
Oh, absolutely. They're obviously good if they're starting for a school at the size of Waukegan.
Of course, you tell the parents don't go on vacation.
Yeah, or don't ever graduate either.
Makes them both. It's 5-4. 2 minutes gone by in quarter number 1. We thank you for joining us here on a Saturday. Backdoor, Isaiah high off the glass, won't go down. Rebound down to Waukegan quickly along the right side, up and good.
Yeah, Bowers got the backdoor play that's been so successful for the Railers this year, but then just flipped it up there instead of trying to go strong and worried about the shot block and the shot blockers, and that's just of what this Waukegan team can do to you, just the imposing athleticism that they've got.
6-5 lead for Waukegan. Grunder drives baseline to Isaiah cutting down the lane. He missed the layup. Rebound down to Bryant Brown. Brown with the dribble, center of the court. Kicks it over to Jaden Brown on the left wing. Back on top to Jaden Brown. He banks a three. A 7-0 run from the Bulldogs. It's now 9-5. Waukegan with the 4-point advantage. 5 minutes left in quarter number 1. Sloan to Grunder. Grunder drives the lane, kicks out to Bacon. Back on top to Sloan, now near side to Cannon.
Really only guy that's even looked aggressive so far to the basket's been Bowers. He's got our only 5 points. We're going to have to find another Railer that's going to score.
Grunder goes strong high off the glass. A foul is going to be whistled after the shot, but they're going to give him the 2 shots anyway. Foul will go on Waukegan's Doyne, his first team foul. And Josh, I think the last 3 shots the Railers have missed, they've gone really high off the glass, and it seems like they're really intimidated by the shot blocker.
You're right, and it's kind of been that quick flip shot, you know. I think Bowers and Grunder have got enough athleticism to finish around the rim against these guys, and if you don't, you find a way and you shot fake or you get your body into them to push them off. Our guys are just as strong and physical, I think, as they can be, but we've just got to be able to do it.
Ben makes both free throws, cuts it to 9-7. Jordan Brown into the front court, now to Jaden Brown. Jordan Brown holds out high, now on the right wing to Jaden Brown. They try to dump it inside. His teammate had actually turned away from the basketball. Thrown away. Railers come away with it. Isaiah with a shot fake, and a foul is going to be whistled as Isaiah had a great shot fake there. In fact, Jaden Brown did it up in the front row, the fans right down here in front of us. You know that's a good shot fake when that happens. Yeah,
he did a good job, and that's what you're going to have to do when you get around the basket too against these Bulldogs is use your shot fake, and sometimes you don't even worry about if you get it to go, the basket to fall.
Isaiah 3 off the screen, short. Bacon the rebound for the Railers. Hands back to Grunder. Isaiah open in the lane, lets the defenders go by, kicks back out. Tate had a 3, didn't take it, so the Railers will reset.
Yeah, had an opportunity there to score and just couldn't get it, couldn't find an opening.
Grunder, nice defense by Waukegan. He needs some help. To a cutting Sloan. Tate dribbles out of trouble. Titus in the lane. Titus switches it over to the left hand, right up the glass and good.
Yeah, nice job by Cannon too, getting to the basket and using the bankboard. A lot of guys, a lot of players don't want to use the bankboard, especially when you're going straight onto the basket. That time, Cannon did a good job of getting it on the glass and putting it in.
3:35 to go, tied at 9. On the right side, dump it down on the baseline to Brian Brown. His 3 up and good. And I believe this morning that's the one Coach Alexander said is the pure shooter.
Yeah, you could see it. Tell. Yeah, you could see it come off his hand. He had that good spin on the basketball and looked effortless. And when that happens, you've usually got a pretty good shooter.
Ball is kicked, so it'll stay with the Railers. Railers down 12-9. Letting you know that Railer basketball this year brought to you by Four Corners Lube, Chicago Street Rentals, and Lincoln Printers, part of the team sponsoring this season's broadcast. Railers down 12-9, 3:08 to go. Isaiah Bowers leading the way with an early 5 for Lincoln. Sloan on the far side on top to Grunder. Coming around the screen is Titus Cannon.
We've seen a lot of switching now man-to-man by the Bulldogs. When we go to, he's wide open. When we go to set a screen, it looks like the Bulldogs are switching, and they can do that with all the same type of athletes that they have.
Titus 3 from the far side, spun out. Bacon there for the rebound. Go back up, Drew. And a foul is going to be whistled. And it's going to be on the floor before the shot. What's one of those? It's hard to convince people to do it, but that's where you want Drew to just, when he goes up to get it, just put it right in.
I think he lost the handle of it, I think, but he had a good job, did a good job, and really did a good job of offensive rebound. And Drew's been doing that on the boards, on the offensive end, pretty well for the Railers.
Third team foul for Waukegan. Bacon's 3 is no good from the top of the key, off the front of the rim. No, a run out. Count it. No, he didn't get it to go down, but he'll go to the line shooting 2 as Drew Bacon could not get back in time to draw the charge. You could tell that's what he was wanting to do, but Drew was just about a step behind, and his only recourse was to foul.
Well, we've seen once they get the ball, the rebound, there you have a couple guys releasing and flying down the court, so the Railers have got to make sure they do their job in getting back on defense.
First free throw is good for Jordan Brown. Jermaine Hamlin will check in for Bacon. Good to see Jermaine in. He's missed the past couple games. 13-9, 2:22 left in the first quarter. Brown, the 6'3 junior. Second one on the way. That one spins out, and Germain with a big rebound. And then a foul is going to be whistled on Waukegan. And I think they got Jaden Brown for the reach as Germain gets it. And that's one of those, boy, you give that to coach, because I don't know if anybody else is able to get that rebound for the Railers and cause the foul.
Yeah, you're right. And we'll see what Germain can do on this end to see if we can get him the ball somewhere around on the block.
13-9, Cannon on the right side, thought about the three, gets his defender to go by, throws it too hard, and Tate wasn't where he thought he was going to be. And we've seen the Railers do that a lot here in the first quarter, Josh, in the lane, kicking back out for threes.
Yeah, and we've started to see that, or have seen that in the past, just because we didn't have guys that could finish around the rim. But I think, certain guys, we've seen Bowers go in there, we've seen Grunder in there now. Cannon has gotten a layup to go, so you can't be scared of going in there. You've got to continue to go, or then the Bulldogs just continue to push your offense way out in the front court.
2 minutes to go. Drop it down in the corner, driving Brian Bound, rejected away by Germain. Well, on that end of the court, Germain's made a difference already twice.
Yeah, but big rebound and a big swat there by Germain as the Bulldogs tried to get to the basket for him.
Grunder into Germain. Germain goes up strong. No call. Grunder saves it, but he saved it right back to Waukegan. Boy, Germain thought there was some contact there when he went up.
Yeah, it looked like there was some contact and maybe some on the ball as well, but it looked like there was some body when he went up and tried. But you like to see the aggressive take by Germain. Didn't work out that time, but he's got to continue to go as well. Get
it inside. Ball slips out of the hands, and it'll head back the Railers' way. 1:15 to go. Isaac Dewberry checking in for the Railers. Tate slowing out. And you talked about it, Josh. Big crowd here tonight, and a very involved student section tonight. They're quite loud.
They've had a couple games off too as well, not to their liking, but they've not been here and showing out like we're normally used to a Railer student section. So they're fired up. We got a good crowd here. The fans are fired up, and right now have had a really good game.
Under a minute, Railers down 13-9. Pace-wise, you got to like it if you're Lincoln.
Yeah, I think so too. You're keeping them right at bay.
Grunder, the lob. Germain was trying to get to it, but a good job by Brown as they scouted it out. And we've talked about that before. The pass sometimes can make the difference. And I think when Ben throws that, he throws more of the line drive instead of giving it a little bit of room for error.
Well, and I think Germain got hit. I mean, that's the guy's up in the air. You can't just...
And now Germain's going to get whistled for the blocking foul, trying to cut off the baseline. His first, third on the Railers.
I think it's a little bit of the same thing where Germain was going up to catch the pass there. There was body, and then Germain gets caught on the baseline there with it.
Three is missed badly. Isaiah with the rebound. Isaiah goes out all by himself, lays it up, and good.
Isaiah Bowers.
There's two on Germain now as the Bulldogs quickly get down court, and Germain caught going for the block again. So that's two quick fouls on Germain, as we saw some promise from the junior on things that he could do against the Bulldogs. Now he's going to have to go take a seat next to Coach Al.
First free throw by Brown is no good. Colton Holiday comes in. So really size-wise, Josh, it looks like Coach is going to go with Drew, Germain, and now Colton.
Well, and I don't know that you got to take him out with, it's not like a guy that plays the whole game, or you need Germain to play the whole game, or does he play? He doesn't play the whole game. So I don't know that you have to take him out right away when he gets two. Maybe Germain comes in the second quarter. That's not typically what Coach Al likes to do, but Germain isn't out there the whole time.
14-11 as he splits the free throws. Railers down 3, a chance to tie as we head to the second. We're down to 10 seconds. Titus holds at the timeline. Right side to Dewberry. Screen comes from Holiday. Here comes Ben. Ben around the screen. Ben trying to make a move. We're down to 3, down to 2. Got to do something. Grunder didn't get it to fall, and that's the way the first quarter ends. Good game of basketball here in Lincoln at the end of one. It's Waukegan 14, Lincoln 11. Second quarter in just a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Getting ready to start second quarter of action along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. Railers trail starting the second quarter down 14-11. Isaiah Bowers leading the way for Lincoln with 7. Dewberry, as the Railers have the basketball to start the second quarter. Hands back now to Cannon. Up high to Grunder, now right wing to Bowers.
Isaac Dewberry, the sophomore out there, has shown us plenty of athleticism in his game. The guy that can play at this level against these guys. Threw down a dunk earlier in the sophomore game.
Bowers directing traffic, getting a screen from Holiday. Now to Dewberry in the corner, back out to Cannon. Grunder's open on this side if they can find him. Instead, it's Isaiah. Baseline jumper's no good. Rebound down to Waukegan.
Yeah, and they don't waste much time. They're going.
Doing down the court, and that's going to be a travel. He got all the way from the top of the key to the baseline. Official whistles the turnover. Railer basketball brought to you by Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, the Eaton Corporation, and Lincoln Dare, and Officer Christy Fruget. I got a feeling we're going to have a good one here all night, and we certainly thank them for their sponsorship. Dewberry with the left hand tries to make a move against Brown. Hands back to Cannon. Cannon's 3 on the way. Off, no good. Holiday battles for the rebound. Saves it back to Bowers. Bowers to Holiday. Over to Cannon. Open this time. Doesn't take it. Drives and bounce to Holiday. Holiday, there was contact. No, gets his own rebound. And he's going to be whistled for traveling. Holiday was trying to find an opening to go back up, and the official on the near side whistled steps. Not a popular decision here in Lincoln.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of contact down there, not only on the rebound, but on the shot where Holiday went up a few times and
Dewberry with the steal, 1-on-2, waiting for some help. Good job by the sophomore.
Yeah, nice athleticism. Just quick underneath. Dewberry just got that some guys just don't or can't get.
6.5 to go in the first half. Got to watch those long passes against
one of
this
those
team.
is going to get picked off real quick.
Bowers picked up his dribble, back out to Cannon. Now to Dewberry in this side. 3 on the way. No good. Holiday with the tip try, no. Holiday battling for the rebound.
Travel.
They're going to get Ben for the foul, reaching in. Grunder picks up his first 5th team foul. Tell you one thing, it hasn't really shown on the scoreboard, but I like the energy that Colton Holiday has brought down low.
Yeah, he's responded well. A guy that comes off the bench now and gives the Railers some good minutes, and so far he's been able to get another steal by Dewberry, a tip away from Bowers and Cannon there, but you said it right, a couple offensive rebounds for Holiday already, and being active on the boards.
Railers got to convert these turnovers, though. Grunder on the side, 3 on the way. No good, and a foul's going to be whistled on Colton on the screen. That'll be the first on Colton, 6th team foul.
Holiday, his first, team foul number 6.
5:47 to go. Still looking for our first points of the quarter. And as we talked about it, the pace seems to favor the Railers. They try to get it in, tipped away as they try to lob from way out high. And again, the Railers sniffed it out. Another turnover. Bowers, he can just take it in. Bounce over to Grunder. Grunder drives in, spins toward the lane, picks it up at the free throw line. Now over to Bowers. Bowers in the right wing, gets a screen from Grunder. Down to Grunder, he's open. Needs some help. Back on top to Cannon. Cannon drives the lane, floats it up off the glass.
Yeah.
Count it, and he's fouled.
Nice take by Cannon, right to the basket. And again, Jeff, just what we talked about, or I talked about earlier, so many guys want to lay that thing right over the front of the rim, and you miss it, and you hit it off hard, it's short. Another good job by Cannon of using the bankboard on that straight-on layup.
Foul will be against Jaden Brown, his first, 5th team foul. Cannon with 4.
Cannon shoots 1.
Chance to tie it here with 5:12 to go. Senior's free throw on the way is up and good. Cannon with 5. We're knotted at 14. Doyne now to Jordan Brown. Back over to Doyne. Double team by Bacon and Bowers. Find their way out of it. Brown, Dewberry, and Sloan did a good job getting out on the shooter there.
Yeah, a little Railers right now. Probably a little undersized compared to the Bulldogs with their size right now, with just Bacon out there at 6'4", 6'5". Jermaine had to go out early with some early foul trouble, but he made an impression early. Be nice to get him back in there in the second half.
Brown with one step and a dribble got to the basket and laid it up and in for Waukegan. So now the Bulldogs up 16-14. Titus a long three, in and out. Bacon almost had the rebound. Ball loose on the floor, and Cannon picks it up. Railers are scrapping tonight.
Yeah, we've been aggressive. Again, Bacon keeps the possession alive with the tip out.
Sloan over on the far side to Dewberry. Bacon on the baseline. Bacon bounces it out to Cannon. Great ball movement by the Railers, trying to find an opening. Just nothing there. Dewberry high arcing three is good. Quickly into the front court is Waukegan after the Railers take the lead 17-16. Brown's three, and he answers back. Jaden Brown, his second three of the night.
Yeah, they've had an answer every time the Railers have gone on a little bit of a run or made a big three or a big basket. They've always been able to answer, and you said it earlier, Jeff. It's going to be a good one, I think, for the full 32.
3.5 to go. Railers down 19-17. Isaiah in the lane, little 12-footer is good. Isaiah ties it at 19. Bowers now with 9. Jordan Brown over to Jaden Brown. Again, Railer basketball brought to you by Stacy's Family Pharmacy and Jim Examus Ford Lincoln. You know, we don't want to put too much drama into this, but this has a feel of a regional or sectional type game.
Yeah, you're right. You've got two good basketball teams, two teams making plays, answering each other. It's been a fun, exciting first half, and we've still got 2:40 left.
Tied at 19 with 2:40 to go, as Josh said, in the lane, and traveling is going to be called. Little hop, step, and a jump. In track and field, I think that's just shy of the triple jump.
Yeah, I think he was going for the triple jump.
So the Railers tied at 19. Bulldogs came in at 9-5. Railers 12-3. Right wing to Sloan.
I think Coach likes teams like this too because they don't know a lot of our sets.
Isaac, another three on the way. He's good again.
The sophomore steps up big again. He played a huge. The Railers.
Steal for the Railers.
Hit it.
Sloan thought about it. Takes it for three.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear the faithful here at Coach Neil Alexander Court, and some big threes have made a big run here for the Railers.
30-second timeout taken by Waukegan. We will keep it here. 2:13 to go. Railers have run off 8 in a row, including a three from Dewberry and then Sloan. And the Railers are up 25-19.
Did you see what happened? It looked like they just threw the ball and there wasn't any Bulldog around, and all of a sudden you see Cannon and Sloan going for the basketball, and it's almost like they threw it in bounds and there was nobody there.
I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll have to go back on the video footage from our main man here, Lloyd. I'm sure he's got it. He'll be back on WLCNonline.com. He'll be able to check that out to kind of let us know what happened. But although we got a three out of it.
Got a three, that's right. Railers have hit 3 threes in this quarter, and they're now up 25-19. And you wonder again, we talked about their scoring and what you're used to doing, how that pace that happens when you play Lincoln starts playing with your mind, thinking we got to play faster to get to that 70.
Well, and we've seen this too several times, Jeff, where the Railers have been able to go on runs, and can you sustain that run and keep adding to it?
Jumper from Jaden Brown is missed from about 12 feet. Drew Bacon again with another big job under the board. He comes away with the rebound. 1:50 to go. Railers up 6 as we head toward halftime. Cannon's picked up his dribble, needs some help, gets it out to Bowers. Bowers top of the key, down the lane, stops, little fade back is good.
And he didn't really even have his balance. You know, he's kind of looked like he was slipped, and it almost looked like he wanted to give it down to Bacon, who was on the baseline. His feet almost went out from under him, and Isaiah was right in that area where he's really good. Cunningham
down the lane, lays it up and in to stop the Railer run. It was a 10-0 run by the Railers. Lincoln on top, 27-21 now. Minute 15 left. Well, I don't know if they can. Would they want to hold for one? It's a long time against especially this type of defense.
Yeah, you're right. Tough time. They switch. They run and jump. They do a lot of different things, and most importantly for them, they do it fast. And it's tough for the Railers to hold the ball that long. Still 51 seconds left before halftime, and the Railers have the ball.
Sloan over to Dewberry on the near side. Isaacs come in off the bench and hit 2 big threes in this quarter. Down to 40 seconds. Coach Alexander directing traffic. Sloan on the right wing, now top of the key, or timeline rather, to bake it over to Cannon.
Well, looks like Coach is going to try it, Jeff, anyway.
There's Dewberry. It opens up with the left hand, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. Got a little worried when Isaac only went up with one hand on the ball.
Well, but you remember when Coach just, I don't know when it was, a couple games ago, said his hands are so big.
Right.
He just, it's easy for him to, I remember in high school or junior high, you always tried to palm the basketball. He says Isaac can just pick it up and dribble and palm it again. No going against the seams and trying to dig in your hands to get that thing to stay. He just dribbles and palms it, and there's a great example of him just going to the left. He's a left-handed dribble and never even brought it back to the right hand, just kept it his left the whole time. Dewberry 1 of 2 from the line, but boy, some huge promise for that sophomore.
7 for Dewberry. Railer lead is 7, 28-21, 15 seconds to go. Can the Railers put up a big defensive stand here as we head to the half?
Yeah, 1 foul and either team's in the bonus, so the Railers got to do a good job on defense. Don't foul here and give them some easy free throws.
Brown fires a 3, line drive no good. Cannon the rebound. He hangs on to it, now fires it down court. And that's where the first half will end. Great job by the Railers in the second, and that gets them a halftime lead. The end of the first half. It's Lincoln 28, Waukegan 21. Back in a moment with the Grau Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Center halftime show in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.